and the 2022 second round pick. Who do you have winning that trade?
It's difficult because, I mean, okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop talking because I like to talk about the potential of Kristaps Porzingis, but like, I don't know if his potential is going to pan out in Dallas. He's
a bomb. He's a bomb. He's a bomb.
Yeah. The combinations, I mean, we had very good flashes of it, but it didn't really work out. So it'll be nice to see if he can. Do you know what? The good thing about Washington is that it's a team that you can go to and really play because you have no pressure on you. Dallas, there was a lot of pressure because, like, even though they're dark horse teams, like because of the presence of Luka Doncic, they're playoff contenders every year. So I don't think that he could ride with that pressure, just as he couldn't ride with the pressure in New York per se. Some players are like that, but like in Washington, we could get to see a different him. But right now, I think that was a good move because now they get Spencer Dinwiddie, who's always a good addition. I feel like he will be a great addition to this team because he's a system player first and foremost. And getting him into this team to assist with the ball handling duties, like it's always good to have another person take the ball out of Luka Doncic's hands because like that guy has the ball all the time. So it'll be interesting to see how it works out. I think that Goran Dragic is also going to end up there because he's in the process of buying himself out. So they're trying to create an interesting team over there in Dallas, and they're definitely going for it this season. So I think it's a fair trade if you ask me. I don't think it's crazy or blown out of proportions or anyone wins in one way or the other if you ask me.
Do you feel the same way? You're muted.
I think the Mavs gave up too much, and in my opinion, Spencer Dinwiddie's been having a pretty rough season. We know what he's capable of. He's done it in the past, but I think the way he's playing right now is similar to the way that he will play throughout his prime. Maybe a little bit better, but he'll shoot better for sure. But I think he's not on the level of Porzingis. However much I want to say Porzingis is a bum, he's not. He's still a borderline all-star level player, and in Washington, it's all about the health with Porzingis. If he stays healthy, I think with Bradley Beal, and if they make a couple of smart additions in the offseason, this would have been a big trade for the history of the Washington Wizards. But it's difficult to say right now. It depends a lot on what they do next. But I think on the face of it, the Wizards won this trade. And if I was the Mavs, I get what they've done a little bit here, but I don't think that backcourt of Luka and Dinwiddie is something to write home about. I think Luka's special, obviously, but I think Dinwiddie is a decent player, good player.
I understand what the Mavs were trying to do with this trade, in terms of bringing another ball handler in Spencer Dinwiddie, but I don't think this trade quite works out for them because come playoff time, at the end of the day, you still want that ball in Luka's hands. So I don't think you like for sure need that third playmaker. But the part of this trade that completely kind of blows my mind here is the pickup of Davis Bertans, because he did sign a contract last year worth it was 4 years, $18 million. So he's making pretty much $20 million a year. And this year he's averaging only 5.7 points. And he's supposed to be a 3-point shooter. Last year he was shooting about 40% from 3-point line. This year he's shooting only 31% from 3-point line. So you're taking on that huge contract that still goes on for a while. And you're like, his production this year has been poor. His production has been poor, and you look at Spencer Dinwiddie, who has been very injured over the past few years, and as you mentioned, Venu, he's having a down year as well. So you trade Porzingis, who you could argue is having one of his better defensive years because he is top 20 or top 15 in block shots this year, which is the best he's pretty much ever been. And you trade him, and you get back two guys who I don't think really fit well on this team. So I don't think this trade works out for the Mavs just because of the situation that they're in. But right now, I want us to talk about another